So, I wasn't planning on creating a part 2 since part 1 got more dislikes than any other video on my channel. But honestly, I really couldn't resist. I'll be showing you 5 more slow cars that look fast. And just like part 1, I'm judging these cars based on straight line performance and nothing else. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Christian. If you end up liking the video, make sure to subscribe for weekly automotive content. Now, let's begin. The first car is the LEXUS IS200T F Sport, which replaced the lackluster V6 IS250. LEXUS' goal was to increase things like performance, fuel efficiency, and overall excitement. Well, they did accomplish it, but very marginal. While some might say that the car is not about speed but more about comfort, I'm solely judging it by its exterior, especially when equipped with the F Sport package. The 18-inch gunmetal wheels, lowered stance, and overly aggressive grille gives it a very sporty appearance. The biggest change was the engine that was introduced for the IS200T. It carries a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that produces 241 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. On paper, those numbers don't really sound that bad until you put them to the test. 0 to 60 happens in a measly 6.9 seconds. While having a turbocharger might sound like a nice introduction to the IS200T, it's not always a good thing. Some people fail to realize that they lose displacement, lose torque on demand, and get stuck waiting for boost that doesn't offer the smooth power curve you get from a naturally aspirated engine. And no, I'm not saying that having a naturally aspirated engine is the better option, but some cars utilize a turbocharger better than others. The IS200T is one that doesn't. Many owner reviews and auto journalists state that the turbo lag is pretty bad, saying that nothing happens for about a second when taking off from a complete stop, which explains its poor 0 to 60 time. Its main competitors like the BMW 330i, Audi A4, and Mercedes C300 are all faster than the IS200T by more than a second, 0 to 60. That said, the Lexus IS200T is a great car. What it lacks in performance, it makes up in reliability, comfort, and build quality. And of course, it'll probably outlast all of its competitors. The next car is a Hyundai TIBURON, or TIBURON if you're Spanish. This was Hyundai's first attempt at a legitimate sports car, and honestly served as a turning point for the automaker. Some might not even remember this car. I don't know about you guys, but I hardly see it on the road anymore. The Veloster is pretty much its replacement, which if you haven't watched part 1 yet, it's slow. Back when I was a teen, they were quite popular and even I wanted one. But let's be honest, people probably only bought them because they were one of the cheapest options in the category and its warranty length. But the truth is that they were slow, handled terribly, and many say you couldn't mod them because the engine was barely strong enough to handle itself, let alone boost. The most modern Tiburon GT came equipped with a 2.7-liter V6 engine that produces 172 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque, and runs 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.2 seconds. An older 2003 non-GT model taken more than 10 seconds to complete a 0 to 60. I guess you can't ask for much for the price. When a Tiburon sold new, they were fairly priced at a starting price of $16,000. But that doesn't stop some people from calling it a bad sports car, many pointing out its subpar handling, lack of throttle response, high reliability issues, and somewhat underpowered engine. And apparently safety was a concern as well. The Hyundai Tiburon was featured in a list of America's deadliest cars with nearly 100 recorded fatalities per million registrations. Let's put it this way, it's not the prettiest, the fastest, and the most reliable car out there, but for the price, you really can't complain. The third car is the Dodge Challenger SXT V6. This is now Dodge's sportiest car they offer now that the Viper has been discontinued. When most people hear of Dodge Challenger, they think of RT, the Hellcat, and even the Demon. But actually, the Challenger offers a wide range of variations including the V6 that many forget exist. I mean, why would anybody remember the V6 variation? It's slow. It comes equipped with a 3.6-liter V6 that produces 305 horsepower and 268 pound-feet of torque. It completes a 0 to 60 miles per hour run in 6.4 seconds. Some might get mad and tell me that 6.4 seconds really isn't that slow, especially for a car that has a starting price of just over $27,000. But see, this is the thing. In this video, we are judging its speed by its exterior appearance, and no matter which Charger you see on the road, they look fast. Its retro muscle car look and mean looking front end, most people wouldn't imagine this car performing so poorly in a straight line. And unlike other cars featured on this list that can be said that they are meant for handling and around corners, the SXT doesn't really do that well neither. But there is some positives to the XST that separate it from the other coupe competitors. One being all the room you get inside, especially when it comes to rear seat room, easily being able to comfortably fit adults. And also the exterior design. Even though the Dodge Challenger hasn't received a major redesign since 2009, you gotta admit, it looks very good. The next car is a MITSUOKA OROCHI. I think that's how you say it. So I asked all my followers on Instagram if they thought this car looked fast, and most of them said yes, so I decided to include it on this list. If you're not following me on Instagram yet, make sure to drop a follow, that way you can be part of my video making process. This Japanese car was first shown off as a concept in 2001 and launched as a production vehicle in 2006. According to some sources, this was Japan's answer to Ferrari's finest. But honestly, I don't think they picked the right battle in my opinion. It's a sports car with supercar looks, and it sits on the old Acura NSX platform. If your goal is to stand out from the crowd, nothing does the job better than this car right here. The distinctive grille, twin-style headlights, and swooping bodywork are all designed to grab attention. I mean, it kinda looks like it's from another planet. And of course, when it comes to performance, it's not as fast as the styling suggests. It comes equipped with a 3.3-liter V6 engine that produces 233 horsepower and 242 pound-feet of torque. It's actually the same engine that was found in the Toyota Camry. 0 to 60 miles per hour happens in 7 seconds. That is not even as fast as the NSX, which is the platform the Orochi uses. Those that were able to review the Orochi described it as being more of a comfortable commuter that just happens to be in a supercar shell. Even the CEO of MITSUOKA said that it was made to place efficiency and ease of use ahead of high performance. I'll tell you this, the design may trick many into thinking this is a high performance machine, but the specs will tell you otherwise. Oh yeah, and it sold for $90,000. The fifth and final car on the list is the 4th generation Mitsubishi Eclipse. The Eclipse nameplate had its moments back in the early days of the sport compact battle, but those days are long gone. And that's pretty much its main issue. It's not the Eclipse that it used to be. But I'll tell you this, I did drive one before and I actually thought it was quite fun to drive, especially around corners. But of course, the reason I made the list is because of its lack of straight line performance. It comes equipped with a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine that produces 162 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque. It runs 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8 seconds. Even the latest GT variation was pretty slow, coming at around 6 seconds. The Eclipse acceleration isn't thrill ride territory, but like I mentioned earlier with my experience, it was pretty fun to drive, especially when equipped with the 5-speed manual, which honestly it's the best way to go. The other option being the lackluster 4-speed automatic transmission. Many had hopes that Mitsubishi would bring back the Eclipse, but this time following its roots and making it truly the special car that it once was. You remember the GSX? They indeed brought back the Eclipse, but they brought it back as a crossover. I'll tell you this, the Eclipse is a cool looking car, but it's slow, so get it for your kids. Before you guys go, if you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, that way you don't miss out on my next upload. I'm curious, what do you guys think about the 5 cars I listed on the video? Was that right or was that wrong? Make sure and comment below and let me know. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time.